Hi, I'm Daven Michaels, author of the book Outsource This, Your Global Guide to Outsourcing. And I have just one very simple question for you. And that is, could your business flourish with just one $5 an hour employee? What would that employee do for you? Would they do your inbound and outbound telemarketing, customer support, bookkeeping? Would they write your articles and post them? Would they do blogging for you? Would they do your social media like LinkedIn, MySpace, Facebook? There's so many things that they can actually do for you. And at $5 an hour, it would really give you an edge on your competition, wouldn't it? Well, the folks at 123Employee have made it very easy. They've taken everything from my book and made outsourcing simple. And I really suggest that you take a look at their offerings. They're fantastic. Also, they've made available to you a free copy of my book on this website, so check that out also. So, why am I the expert? Well, I think the best way to illustrate this is to sort of tell you my story and how I got involved outsourcing. Several years ago, before the big outsourcing boom, I was looking for inexpensive employees. I ran it out on Craigslist and received many submissions. One of those submissions was from a company overseas that offered to do work for me for around $5 an hour. And of course I was intrigued. I actually went to Asia and met with these people, which you don't have to do. You can do it all here over the phone and via email. I found somebody that I liked, hired them, and then that person disappeared. And then I went ahead and continued in the process, hired somebody else, and that person didn't work out either. I came back to the US, back to Craigslist, and although everything was fine, I couldn't get out of my head that concept of $5 an hour employees. So I decided to give it one more shot, but this time I decided to do my due diligence, and I researched it, and I came up with a plan so that I would always find great employees. And then I executed that plan, and it worked. And I hired my first employee who was fantastic. He's been with me for years. He's still with me today. And then I hired several others, and my business grew, obviously. From there, the net result was more US jobs. And the way that came to pass is that I ended up needing more salespeople. I hired them in the US. I needed another person to manage the people overseas. I hired that person in the US. So outsourcing is not a dirty word, and the net result is almost always US jobs. And it may be the savior for US business, and it may be the savior for your business. If you're like most businesses right now, you're probably struggling. So I encourage you to take a look at 123Employee, and I wish you the very best of luck.